President Trump has temporarily suspended plans to sharply escalate military action against Iran after receiving advice from senior cabinet members and top military officials. Although the U.S. military had been described by the president as locked and loaded for a major offensive, concerns over military readiness, regional stability, and the availability of critical air defense systems prompted a pause. The decision comes after nearly 5 months of conflict, during which tensions have continued to rise across the Middle East. A key factor behind the decision is the critically low stockpile of Patriot anti-missile interceptors and other air defense munitions in the Middle East. General Dan Kane, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, privately warned that while the United States could resume large-scale combat operations, doing so would dangerously deplete the inventory available to U.S. Central Command. Officials fear this could leave American military bases and personnel in the region more vulnerable to retaliation. The conflict intensified after 3 U.S. soldiers were killed in Jordan when an Iranian ballistic missile slipped through American air defenses. Before the pause, the Pentagon had reportedly been preparing a multi-stage bombing campaign targeting Iranian coastal radar sites, anti-ship missile launchers, and nuclear facilities, including Pickaxe Mountain. President Trump had previously said the military was locked and loaded for a massive attack. However, several senior officials questioned whether expanding military operations would achieve Washington's objectives. Advisors warned that broader strikes could trigger a wider regional war, damage relations with Gulf allies, worsen global energy markets and refugee pressures, and potentially unify Iran rather than force it towards negotiations. Instead, the administration is pursuing a longer-term strategy focused on economic pressure and diplomacy. Advisors, including Jared Kushner, have supported this approach while the U.S. continues its naval blockade and works to reopen the Strait of Hormuz in an effort to stabilize rising gas prices. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent also reported that China has reduced its Iranian oil purchases by approximately 40%, suggesting the economic campaign is beginning to produce measurable results.